Bienvenido, me children. I am Mike Diamond, and as they say in Hookers at the Point, come on, papi, give me the leche. We are here to educate the kids. I've got my special co-host, Misael, and of course...
I am Miss Mandingo.
How would you say, give me that milk in Spanish?
Dame esa leche.
Dame esa leche.
Dame esa leche, papi, come on.
Okay, kids, today's topic is aunties.
Flaming old queens. Aunties, flaming old queens. Well, since
children,
we got
three old
right
queens
here.
right here.
Oh, no.
Do you think that old queens get a bad rap?
All I know is those old queens better wrap it up.
Oh, trust.
Listen, one day... we are all going to be old queens.
No. But these queens are
flaming old queens.
Flaming old
queens. These are particular queens.
Their faces are made up. They wear more makeup than some of the women.
That's
like Quentin Chris, when I met him, I mean, he base, eyeshadow, eyeliner, and mascara. He was wearing a full face of makeup. Walter Mercado.
Yeah, Walter Mercado in a muumuu and mascara.
Even Paulin, or what's his name from Bewitched? Paulin, right?
Paulin, yes.
Paulin was the center square of Hollywood Squares for years.
He was
so funny.
He was also drunk, and he was also like really like raging alcoholic.
And
he
into
was
hustlers.
Very
Crunchy.
into young hustlers.
Right,
he loved young hustlers.
Right.
But what does it say, Templeton? It says crunchy.
So is Andre Leon Talley considered a flaming queen?
I consider her a fucking flaming hippopotamus.
I think you have to draw a distinction between what is a flaming old queen now and what was a flaming old queen in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Who was that queen who always played butlers and shit?
Franklin Pangborn.
Franklin Pangborn and people like Cesar Romero and people like...
Cesar Romero was very sexy, though.
Sexy.
Good friends with Joan Crawford.
Good friends with Joan Crawford and a great dancer. People like Rip Taylor. You have these
Taylor's
queens...
one with the confetti.
What about,
confetti.
Will Mike Brady considered? Robert?
No, because she wasn't
Queenie.
But I hit Mike Brady.
But those queens...
Richard Simmons? Yes.
But that's
flaming old queen.
Flaming old queen now.
Yeah.
And so the difference is, like these older queens that I mentioned, they, for the most part, never came out. The industry was complicit in knowing they were gay, but also complicit in not sharing the fact to the general public.
What is Mr. Smith in Lost in Space?
Oh, that one.
And C-3PO.
You know, they were all funny and talented, though.
Funny, talented,
quick,
with an undercurrent of bitchiness.
Yes.
Who just blew up that biscuit?
It was puffy. I always blame it on the cat. Puff, 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 puff. Open window, come puff, puff.
If she's blowing farts like that, let her go.
Thank you.
She just rocked puff and stuff with those Afro puffs.
Lord. Now, what about C-3PO? Flaming old queen from Star Wars.
Oh, right. Flaming older, queenish one.
I've never seen Star Wars.
Really?
C-3PO, she the gay golden one.
Yes.
Hello? Hello? How interesting. Oh, nice to see a familiar face. Ichuta. How rude.
But the thing is though is the older ones that I mentioned earlier, not out, sad lives, all drunks, and you know, do I know exactly why? No, but if I had to say, take a wild guess, that they had to suppress who they were, they had to have fake marriages, they got to play what they were on screen, but they couldn't be what they were in real life. So it was just all seedy back rooms and hustlers and drinking.
They weren't so much married as they went on Hollywood dates that were fixed by their publicists.
Your cat's about to jump out the window.
Puff.
Keep tabs on your pussy.
Puff.
Liberace, obviously Fagatronic.
Oh my God.
Right.
And he loved young boys.
We don't want to leave out Tony Randall.
But he was straight.
Tony Randall.
He's one of those straight fags.
But he played that prissy type.
I think Vincent Price also one of those straight faggot types.
Right.
That's
Very
right,
close
Vincent
friends with
Price.
Joan Rivers.
Bringing it back around to famous old aunties. Who are the current old aunties? Paul Lynde is gone, and Charles Nelson Riley is gone, and C-3PO has been decommissioned. But he'll be back.
I think of like Calvin Klein, but he's so pathetic.
Oh, that wraith.
I find him completely unerotic and sexless.
And he did like implants, cheeks, and he did his lips, he did his...
Too much plastic surgery on a man gives you that David Geisty thing. It's not sexy, it's not masculine.
even straight guys, when Burt Reynolds did it, hard.
Or Kenny Rogers and made himself look like a fucking alien.
I think
she lost that gamble.
I still think Bruce Jenner is going to be transsexual.
Yeah.
I think
it's possible
because he said that he wants to remove the Adam's apple.
How about removing the cancer of Kardashians from his life?
Adam's apple.
Ugh, the Kardashians. The thing is you don't have that same type of classic old queen any longer. I think now those queens they come out, and therein lies the difference. These queens are out, so their lives aren't sad.
Right.
You know what I mean? And therein lies the difference, and that's why you don't have that type of queen anymore. That Pauline,
Did Rip
Taylor
have
type
a sad
queen.
life though? The $1.98 beauty show.
I wouldn't
The
say
$1.98 beauty show.
Liberace had a sad life.
He did for sure.
I think he enjoyed his life.
You know what though? I think he never came out, and he was never true to himself. And there's something, and he might have been flamboyant, but there's something toxic about not being able to be who you truly are, and especially when the world is complicit in keeping you in the closet. He never had a happy relationship. Look at somebody like a Rock Hudson, who wasn't a queen, but like Rock Hudson didn't have a particularly happy life.
But Rock Hudson was also masculine, famous, and
handsome,
rich, and hot. So it's a different,
it's a different energy.
If you ran into someone like Rock Hudson, didn't know who he was, would you sleep with him?
Yes.
Maybe. If you ran into someone like Paul Lynde and didn't know who he was, would you sleep with him?
No.
No.
But I do want to say that I have slept with cunty guys that I thought were very hot. It's not that you're cunty, it's just what you like and what you don't like. So
I won't sleep with anyone that wears an ascot. I just won't. I have standards.
Right. Or an ascot.
This is Mike Diamond.
This is Miss Matinga.
And this is Miss Misael Maldonado, Garcia, Hernández, Bonilla, Ortiz, Medina, Matos.
Three
old queens.
Hello.